Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, and it is Real Talk Thursday, and it is also Thanksgiving 2014. I've got a couple of guests with me. This young lady is my granddaughter. This is Isabella.
Hi.
And this is my niece. This is Jaden.
Hi.
And so they're going to join me, and I'm going to use them kind of as a little visual prop of what God has done since 2008. I want to read first, starting out of the Jesus Calling, and if you have this, I encourage you to read it twice. But I think just God speaks so clearly on being thankful and that thankfulness. And so if you don't have it, I want you to follow along. But it says, let thankfulness rule in your heart. As you thank me for blessings in your life, a marvelous thing happens. It is as if scales fall off your eyes, enabling you to see more and more of my glorious riches. With your eyes thus open, you can help yourself to whatever you need from my treasure house. Each time you receive one of my golden gifts, let your thankfulness sing out praises to my name. Hallelujahs are the language of heaven, and they can become the language of your heart. A life of praise and thankfulness become a life filled with miracles. Instead of trying to be in control, you focus on me and what I'm doing. This is the power of praise, centering your entire being on me. This is how I created you to live, for I made you in my image. Enjoy abundant life by overflowing with praise and thankfulness. It says in Colossians 3:15, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts and be thankful. And I know for me, there's so much to be thankful for. And I guess one audience I'm really trying to reach on this Thanksgiving 2014 is maybe you feel alone. Maybe you feel hopeless. Maybe you're going through a rough time. I know that was me in 2008. And people used to say, Rick, it's going to get better. They'd say, Rick, one day at a time. But I always wanted to know how. How's it going to get better? How is God going to restore all these things? And I'm sure you're the same way. But if you're hearing this today, I want to reassure you. Everything I lost, God gave me back tenfold. And I have so much to be thankful for. I have a wife that loves me. I have these kiddos right here. I have grandchildren, nieces, and nephews. I have a great relationship with my boys. If you follow, you know that whole story there. But I'm so blessed to have a huge family when I felt so alone in 2008 that at times it can be a little bit overwhelming. But I look and I have to be thankful. And I want you to think of it like this. If you have a child and every time you try to do something for them, they're not thankful or they do not appreciate it, what does that do to your heart? And I'm not saying God's going to harden his heart to you. But when you learn to be thankful to God and what he's done, even in the smallest capacity, you'll be amazed at the miracles. And that's what it's talking about today, the miracles. Because I could sit here all day long and list miracles God has performed in my life, all the way to my heart still working, a phenomenal job. I could go on and on. So my challenge for you on this Thanksgiving morning, express thankfulness. Regardless what you're going through. Remember, if you're a Christ follower, your joy is not dictated on your circumstance. It's based on what God has done in your life. And so maybe this year, maybe you are alone. I promise you, if you'll hang in there and you'll express thankfulness and telling God that, you'll be amazed when you look back a year from now. But sometimes you got to keep on keeping on. I'd encourage anyone today, man, just to laugh a lot. Keep it simple. Limit the stress. It's not worth all that. The main thing about Thanksgiving is simply that. To be thankful, as I am for these young ladies today, and to express that to the Lord. Simple, a lot of laughs, good time, play some games on this Thanksgiving 2014. So from our home to yours, happy Thanksgiving!
Yay!
Yay!